So when we do Sharir Preksha, perception of the body, it should be a pure perception of the body. There should not be like and dislike. There should not be any reaction. And if you do that, on one hand, you are actually making yourself free from the bondage of the karma which would have taken place otherwise through like and dislike. If you would not have kept your mind equanimous, remaining completely concentrated in pure perception. So I think it is very clear that when we practice Sharir Preksha, actually we do Preksha of our own self, of our own soul, and at the same time we try to remain in our equanimous nature, that is pure perception, which is the nature of the self, and through that we save ourself, we save our soul from the very dangerous bondages of karma. Now you can understand very well the importance of the perception of the body. Another very important reason is that we want to bring about change in ourselves. And this subtle body, which is also manifest in the body, in this gross body, through these subtle activities, subtle functions that take place, we also have to communicate with that part of our existence. It is not only the gross body that we perceive through the perception of the body, but also we try to penetrate inside, to go deeper and try to attain communication with the subtle body. One subtle body, it is called as the Tejas Sarir, that is the body connected with all our bioelectrical activities, and another body which is even subtler, even more minute than the Tejas body, that is called as Karman body. That is actually the main object of our meditation. This gross body is not the main object. It is only the media. Through this, we try to reach deeper and try to have contact with the Tejasari, the body of responsible for bioelectrical activities, and through that the karmic body, which is actually our enemy in the sense that it is the effect of the karmic body which prevents the spiritual progress, the spiritual development, and it is responsible for contamination of the soul with new bondage of karma. So you should try to understand that when we do perception of the body, our purpose is not only to perceive the gross body, but to perceive the subtle body and the subtlemost body. Although it is very difficult to get into touch with the subtlemost body, because the vibrations of the subtlemost body are so minute that it requires very, very deep concentration. But once you start your practice and you increase your power of perception, you increase your penetrating power, you increase your concentration power, you find that actually you can have a direct contact with these subtlemost phenomena, and then the main object is to bring about the change in the condition of karmic body. If you cannot bring about any change in the natural activities of the karmic body, then it's no use doing all these efforts. Our effort is mainly in bringing about the change in already recorded karmic body records. It is already previously recorded there. What we want to bring about is the change in those records, those which are inauspicious types of karma, like it is called the delusion karma or the other karma. We want to bring about the change in whatever is coded there to obliterate its effect, to make the soul free from the effects of deluding karma and other karmas, and that we can do through the perception of the body. Now you can understand the significance, the very, very great importance of our meditational practice, that is this practice of perception of body. When we do this, actually what is the benefit we accrue from that is that gradually our soul becomes decontaminated. The contamination, the impurity, it is removed gradually, and the self or the chitta, that is our psyche, becomes purer and purer, becomes free from the effect of the karma. So this is a very, very important basis of our Preksha meditation that you should try to understand. We have discussed only in brief about the reason why we should do it, and now we come in the last point about the benefits, what kinds of benefits we get through this perception of body. The first benefit, as I have already told you now, is our spiritual benefit. When the karma and the effect of karma are obliterated through this perception, our soul becomes free to remain in its own nature, to do that act which is not opposite to its nature, and in this way it has double benefit. It stops the new bondage of karma, it inhibits the new bondage of karma, and secondly, whatever bondages are there already bound in the form of karma with the soul, there can be a change, a transformation brought about by our effort in those codes, and we can take that benefit. For example, if there is an inauspicious type of karma like delusion karma, we can decrease the duration of the karma. We can make the karma milder, and in this way decrease the intensity, and so on. So this is the spiritual benefit which we get. Side by side, we also get the benefit in terms of our physical, mental and emotional health. You know, body is a medium which is very useful in our spiritual practice. It is not only an instrument of leading a life, it is there, but it also helps us in doing our spiritual activities. Meditation is spiritual activity. Without the help of the body, which is a healthy body, you cannot do it. So for maintaining the health, to remove the diseases from the body, this perception of body is very useful. It's very easy to understand how it works. When you concentrate on the body, various parts of the body, various organs of the body, which of course include your vital organs like heart, kidneys, liver, brain, lungs, all these organs are vital organs. They are responsible for very, very important processes of life. Now if there is any disorder there, disease there, when you practice this perception of body, your mind is concentrated there. And your prana dhara, it is also affected, it becomes evenly distributed there. If there is any obstruction in the flow of the vital energy, that obstruction is removed automatically by your concentration. When you concentrate, the flow of the vital energy becomes balanced, becomes even, and because of the evenly flowing vital energy, you are benefited. That acts as the main energy force which removes the disorder, and in this way you can make your body free from the disorders. It will help you in improving the circulation of the blood through that part of the body. When there is concentration of the mind, concentration of yourself, then automatically prana is also there, available in enough quantity, and that can be utilized to improve the blood circulation. The circulation of the blood is improved, and you get whatever things, whatever necessary factors you get, you want substances, you want to get there, you can get there, and through that the disease is also removed. In Preksha meditation camps, specially organized for the patients of the cardiac diseases, we have found that more than 15,000 such patients were cured of the heart disease, which was found by the doctors after their examination, after their testings, that such and such patient is there, he is suffering from the cardiac disease, and then when he did this Preksha meditation, he got the benefit. So in this way, it is very easy to understand how the body can become free from the diseases and disorders and can keep intact the health of the body, the mind, and the emotion. That is the physical health, the mental health, and the emotional health. On all the three counts, we get this benefit automatically because of the concentration of our consciousness on various parts of the body. And in this way, especially the immunity, the system of immunity is very important. If you want to lead a healthy life, it is very necessary that you should keep intact your immune system. All the diseases which are caused by the attack of the germs, of the bacteria, the virus, all foreign particles, toxics that get collected in the body, and when the immune system fails to protect the body from the attack of these external invaders, then the disease is there. That the result is the body it becomes diseased. There is a creation of some disease in some part of the body, and accordingly the body becomes ill and sick. So when we practice Sarira Preksha, perception of body, automatically we increase our immune power and we become healthy. So prevention and cure both can be effected through perception of body. So in this way, various benefits accrue when we practice perception of body. And I think we should always remember our main purpose is the self-purification, to decrease the contamination of the karma, and secondly, we are also benefited from the point of view of our physical, mental, and emotional health. That is all.